seen in the past 3 or 4 years is the opportunity for people to actually be part of this process. I always say that, there we go. And I always say that the judicial process itself and the rule of law is really for everyone. It's not necessarily for just a group of people. So when you talk about justice, and I won't be long, and especially with our esteemed panel that we have, when we talk about justice, there is a Latin root word, and it means righteousness, it means equity, and it means fairness. And the beauty of that is that that doesn't change. That's where we start. So we can be technically on different sides, I guess that's what people like to say. But the beauty of this is that we're here to make sure that we produce equity, fairness, and righteousness. So what constitutes the American dream? And I won't take too long. I'll say that our history shows that not all persons were afforded the opportunity to interpret the dream in this same spirit. So that means that we have a lot of responsibility when we're in these positions. People come from different backgrounds, different experiences, and different trauma when dealing with the justice system. And we have to remember that we are actually servants. That's what everyone is. I don't care what level of service you're in. We are all servants, and we've got a big responsibility. I always say that in this, even historically, it chooses us. We don't choose it. So we should only be here. Our centeredness and our groundness needs to be because of you, because of the community. And that's what we said we do. So when you talk about no one is above the law, the idea that no one is above the law both guides and governs our office approach. We're responsible as the office to prosecute felonies in the community. I'll share with you real quickly that I met a little 6-year-old in one of the schools that we were visiting. She was sharing with me that she doesn't want to talk to me. She's like, I don't want to talk to you. And I asked her why. And she said, because you put my daddy in jail. And we have to remember that there is a responsibility when we talk about prosecuting cases. We are also here to make sure that people are safe. So a lot of times people don't understand what we do, but the beauty is that it doesn't matter. We're here to educate, we're here to be here, and we see you, and you have to see us in the responsibility we have. There is nothing like the heroes and heroines that I work with every day. There is nothing like the people that I work with at the Commonwealth Attorney's Office, and I want to thank you for that. So we are here to ensure equal and fair treatment, and then to make sure that we fulfill its dedication to public safety and fair pursuit of justice aggressively. So we have a give or take about 5,100 cases. We cannot do it without with Aaron Saletto. You just heard from him. And these different levels of government, when we're not able to do the things we need to do, or if we're not in the right jurisdiction that we need, that's why we have our levels of government like the Attorney General's office, and we welcome that. Our mission statement reflects this idea, and I'm going to leave with you with this, but to fulfill its dedication to public safety and the fair pursuit of justice. The Office of Commonwealth Attorney, we are here to safeguard the rule of law. So no matter what we are doing, when we're talking about the American dream, I love the law. I've always loved the law. The military brought me here in Kentucky, and what I've learned from the men in the military and in my family is that we are here rooted in justice. We're here to protect people, and we will do it at all costs. So that means, yes, there will be people that will no longer be on the streets, because that is our responsibility, is to protect you. And we're going to do it right, and we're going to do it every day. Our prosecution efforts are governed by what evidence says and what we can prove in court. So a lot of times, there are many times that people will not agree with what we do, and that's okay. Our responsibility is to make sure that we lean on the groundedness of the law, and that we move forward and pursue it. And many times we can't share what we do behind closed doors. And that's the beauty of being able to make sure that we are doing this with equity and with fairness. And not everyone is going to agree, but true justice at the end is what we do. And you'll see that with the beautiful, somehow I'm humbled enough and honored enough to be with a wonderful group of people today that you'll hear from, that you have heard from. And the beauty of it is that we're in all levels in different areas of government. But what is still the same is in the center of what we do are people. So living freely and pursuing dreams, we have to protect the community from those who do harm. And when the people have an active hand, all of us, in decision making about the future of criminal justice in their community, they feel empowered. And they in turn have faith in us. And that's what we're here to do. And we are not isolated from the American electoral process like in some communities, but we are an active piece of it. And by virtue of being so, are part of the American dream. But just remember, when we're talking about the American dream, it's being seen and being taken in very differently by different people. But what we need to do as public servants is that we have to make sure that how we only move with righteousness, we only move in equity, and we move because we want to protect you. Thank you.